The Eagles are NFL champions.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith! He has got it! Touchdown!
Coming to you live on a Super Bowl Victory Monday. This is the Daily Ticket with Sean Brace.
Strike up the band, boys and girls. The Philadelphia Eagles are coming home with the Lombardi. Birds on bourbon, and the party's just begun. Folks, what we witnessed last night in Super Bowl 59, there have been plenty of adjectives used at various outlets all across this great country of ours. But the one that I'm liking the most, and that is belt to ass. Credit where credit is due. The Philadelphia Eagles deserve all the damn credit for what we were able to watch last night. Are you kidding me? 40 spot, 40 piece, 40 burger in your eye, America. And the Eagles lumped Patrick Mahomes and that Kansas City Chief offense. Oh, there's going to be a lot in the timeline over the next few days of I told you so, I said this. Now, I'm not a I told you so type of guy, but your boy went on national radio on Saturday night with the great Aaron Torres of Fox Sports Radio. And I simply said this: the Eagles were going to smack the Kansas City Chiefs. 40-point-plus performance coming up by the Birds tomorrow in New Orleans. Those are my exact words. Now, after I hung up the phone, took a second to think to myself, well, damn, if I just went on national radio coast to coast with the proclamation that the Eagles were going to absolutely destroy the Kansas City Chiefs, they better win by a couple points. 40-6 was the score. That's what's going through my mind right now. Not this 22-point performance. No, 40-6 was the score. I said last night they should take Mahomes out of the game. There is nothing to gain. Get him out before someone kills him. Dude, are you kidding me? Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champions, crown them. Crown them. We are on top. And as I said at the start, the party has only just begun. Parade booked for Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Love will be in the air. What a game. What a night. What a season. And we're going to go ahead and do our best to recap it all here on the Daily Ticket. Good afternoon. My name is Sean Brace. I'm relaxed today. You want to talk about notes? I got no notes today. This is from the heart. This is from the stomach. This is from the soul. Allow me to just come into your world for a second and show you and allow yourself to hear how this is possible, where we don't have to say outlandish statements, where we don't have to give you a take every day. No, nobody was giving you a take. You know what we were saying on this radio station from day one? Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. A great quarterback. Nobody was above the process of working things out and criticism. No. What happened last year was ugly, but this was what we always knew could potentially be at the end of all this. If you put it together, this roster is too good. Last year, they were great. We know there's some huge differences with this team this year, specifically Saquon Barkley. It's easy to see. But they had everything in place last year. So it was so upsetting to see the way things unfolded. And of course, you get into this season and things took a little while to get going. And hand of the year, I might have been a little overzealous at times with my Sirianni criticism. But when you lose games, it's fair. Everything is fair at that point in time. And what took place in that game down in Tampa, it's obvious that what we were saying was the truth. It was the turning point of the season. From that game in Tampa, it was not good enough. They made the changes on the defensive side of the ball, get Cooper DeJean in there. Pretty damn good call there. Even though a lot of us were calling for it earlier, but that's all right. That's all right. Nobody's perfect, except when you win the Super Bowl. You saw the effort that was given in that game, and clearly it was not good enough for those guys inside the locker room. Mainly Jalen Hurts, mainly the defensive side of the ball. Everything changed after that loss into the bye week. And then from that point in time, if you were one of these negative Nancy's, which a lot of these radio stations choose to be throughout the course of a whole season, and then all of a sudden they're going to be on the parade and, oh, I was always with you, Jalen. I always believed in you, Jalen. Meanwhile, you got 100 polls a day ripping on the guy. But it's not about you today. No. This is about the Philadelphia Eagles, the 2024, 2025 Super Bowl champs that started playing their best football in the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. And the number one question I was asked last night when they dialed me back up to join Fox Sports Radio and said, Brace, nice call. We must give you the time to tell us, what did you see? Why were you so spot on with your assessment heading into Super Bowl 59 when everybody said the same stock response? Oh, it's going to be a last-second game. Mahomes is great. Oh, it's Andy Reid. You know they got the coaching advantage. Oh, you got to be up. My favorite. You got to be up by double digits going into the fourth quarter, because if you're not, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win 3 straight. Oh, I love it. I loved all of those dumb cliches. Nope. Simply stated, the NFC Championship game, the Eagles, you dangled the piece of meat. And the piece of meat was, you win this game, you're going to a Super Bowl. What did they do? They responded with the all-time great performances in championship game history. The most points scored in a championship game. Been doing this a long time, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't reality TV. They've been playing Super Bowls and championship games for a long damn time. And the Eagles go out there and throw up 55. Not a fluke. Nope. Not a fluke at all. So here we are going into the Super Bowl, and I tip my cap to everybody that is worth a damn on that roster. And there's a lot of great players that have been there and done that, played in the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl, you name it. The experience coming out the wazoo. Of course, we know it. Jones at the front. We know Duffy at the corner. Spags, defensive coordinator. Karlaftis is great. They have some great players, just weren't on the same level. And it was real easy to see that. We talked about it last week and said, hey, man, blowout potentially could come from the Eagles. There's no way the Eagles are getting blown out. Not with that offense. Not with that offense. So I put everything together, and I said that this is going to be a smackdown type of Super Bowl. Word for word, smackdown. The only pushback I had was they made me give a score, and the unfortunate part was I had to put a number on the Kansas City Chiefs, where I wasn't comfortable doing so. I said the Eagles are going to score 40-41. They're going to throw up a 40 spot. I don't know what the Chiefs are going to do, and it really put me in a shell because I couldn't get on radio or tell people, like, this is going to be like a 40-10 ball game. I said that it was going to be something similar to the Seahawks and Broncos years ago when it was played at MetLife. That was the vibe that I was getting for this game, and why not? It's a one-game appearance here. And the best team is going to do what they need to do from start and to finish. And the Eagles keep it simple, bread and butter, beef up front, and damn, did they deliver.